Drylands, Deserts, and Desertification, The Route to Restoration, was a 4-day international conference that took place at Ben Gurion University of the Negev recently. The conference, produced in partnership with UNESCO, brought together over 500 academics, policymakers, and activists from 50 countries. It was the third such conference here in the small university town of Sde Boker, whose campus is perched on the edge of the breathtaking Zin Valley. Luke Nakaja, Executive Secretary of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, was an honored guest at the conference. He told me about the critical importance of preserving the resources of dry lands.
1 billion people that are starving every day, the hungry people, most of them are living in the rural dry lands. It is mostly because the yield of the land is not sufficient anymore to feed them.
And he connected the dots to global warming.
When the land is degraded, the soil organic carbon is released. This will, of course, increase the emission of greenhouse gases. This is about climate change.
Professor Pedro Berliner, director of the Blausine Institutes for Desert Research at the university, told me that the approach of the conference was modeled after the research programs here at Sde Boker.
It's unique because we take here a multidisciplinary approach to desert studies. Physicists, mathematicians, anthropologists, biologists, chemists, hydrologists working together. And in order to solve problems in desert areas, you need this multidisciplinary approach.
At the institutes, 65 scientists work with about 100 students, half Israeli and half from abroad, who study everything from solar energy to desert ecology and architecture to wastewater resources. Berliner pointed out that the foreign students can then become the seeds of international collaborations.
We want to have foreign students for the reason that they are then the bridgeheads for projects in foreign countries.
Significantly, many of these projects are done with neighboring Arab states.
We have a very large number of projects in which we collaborate with the Palestinian Authority, with Jordan, with Egypt, even as far as Tunisia and Morocco.
And there are several Palestinian students at the institutes.
I'm doing behavior ecology of spiders, trying to use them as a natural pest control in the wheat agriculture in the Negev.
Another student finds the diversity both professionally and personally fulfilling.
You get to work with people from all over the world and really network in a way that you can't in any other institute here in Israel, for sure.
And this student, after only 4 weeks at the institutes, is clearly inspired by her project about desert predators and their prey.
So we have like foxes and barn owls and gerbils in the lab. It's basically taking evolution as like a game theory. Basically, it's saying like you have a strategy for foraging and all animals are going to try to maximize as much as they can.
For Sunny, the conference only adds to the already rich environment for study and research in this remote desert oasis in southern Israel.
It's a remarkable place. It's really a small oasis of research in the middle of nothingness. You have to drive 55 kilometers from the closest city to actually see something here, and yet so much exciting and important research comes out of this institute.
Find out about other exciting stories at Israel21c.org.